A leather sling. Who else has sling training? You do. Pick that up. Such have been set up on pedestals here. Rather unusual motif. One is of a Brigantes warrior looking very surprised and fearful, attempting to shield his eyes. You don't approve of your people being portrayed as cowards. Basilisks. Leather bracers. Where do these go? 4%, 1%. Huge wolf has been chained to this rock. It's a massive creature, almost 5 feet high. You feel fortunate that the chain in it looks strong and secure. As you approach the wolf, it watches you. Something seems strange about it. It takes a moment to figure out what it is, but soon it comes to you. It's the creature's eyes. The beast doesn't look angry or fierce, or hungry. Its eyes are thoughtful and sad. Despite its huge claws and massive fangs, the thing seems more pathetic than anything else. Of course, this could just be a trick, a ruse to get you to come close. It wouldn't be the first creature in Shadow Valley who was much more dangerous than it appeared. Let's approach it. Hoping you aren't doing something incredibly dumb, you step within the radius of the chain. The huge wolf makes no move to attack. You walk up to it, it turns its head. You can see what's holding the chain in place. A small padlock, carved entirely of bone. It's a small, pitiful-looking thing. You can't understand how such a huge creature could be held in place by such a tiny lock. The lock looks, so weak you're sure with a little work, one of your blades could break it off with no problem. The wolf doesn't seem dangerous. It might reward you if you release it. You try to destroy the lock. Shh. No. I don't think that's a good idea. Smash it! Pay dearly for your attempt. The moment your weapon touches a bone lock, your arm feels like it's being stung by bees. An invisible swarm spreads, and soon all of you except the wolf are writhing and twitching in agony. Soon the swarm passes, leaving you drained, panting, and very, very sore. The lock remains completely undamaged. Yes. Don't try to smash the lock. But we know where the bone key is, it's just a matter of getting to it. Blessing pool, huh? Shallow pool here, in a slightly elevated, tiled basin. The water is about an inch deep and glows slightly. First you aren't sure what to do with the pool, then you see that the tiles at the bottom of the pool are a form of mosaic. It's a warrior dipping a blade into a river. Perhaps you're supposed to dip an item into the water, do you? Sure. Blade into the pool, it gets wet. This pool must not work for you. Rude. Another ceremonial dagger. Wand of the coils, huh? I'll leave that as is for now. Ew. Weird meat is a little heavy. Now, I'm not sure... Maybe I'm not supposed to step on those squares? Haha! It looked like a path. You look at the lock and realize that the bone key you found might in fact fit into the lock. Tampering with magic like this can be very harmful to your health, and on top of that, who knows what the wolf will do when it's freed? Yeah, let's unlock it. The key fits perfectly. You turn it, the lock crumbles in the dust. The wolf, now free, lifts its head as if it's about to howl. No sound comes out, though. Instead, the entire body begins to twitch. Its muscles shake and spasm. The whole body seizes up, and then it falls to the floor. As you watch, the fur begins to fall off. Whole clots of it peel off and fall to the floor. Its shape changes. Its head melts and flows and takes on a new form. The whole wolf skin peels off, revealing a tall, imposing ferryman. He stands, picks up the skin, and uses it to inadequately cover his nakedness. Then he turns to you. Boldly done, friends, and kindly done as well. I am called Gallatin. I am ever in your debt. Now I must flee. Should the crones realize what is happening, or what has happened, they will simply imprison me again. You may find me for your reward at the Hollow Hills. Come to me, and I shall aid you. There's a quick spell and fades away, and you are alone in the cell. That will be important later, I think. In the meantime, let's do something really, really stupid. Ah! I'ma get you! Ouch, ouch. I can take you. Hiya? Yeah. You don't fight the crones. You just run. From the tunnels to the east, you hear a chorus of hoarse, excited human shouts. The prisoners must have slipped from their cell at last. They're running this way. Decide how to best help them. They're likely to wander around lost, just to be caught again. However, Donald, the man who aided you below, is there to lend a hand. Within a minute, the stream of dazed and hungry prisoners is flowing past you and out of the hut and away. Soon after, Donald walks by. Thank you for your help. I suggest that you flee this place. The hags are sure to be furious. Good luck to you, he says, then he runs for his life. The prisoners are free. You look to the north to see if the hags are reacting to the exodus. Strangely, there is no response. They are still lost in their chanting. You feel strongly tempted to follow the prisoners to freedom. Your mission is at the ruined hall, not here. Perhaps we best to explore this, wait to explore this place until you gain more strength. That's true, because the hags, as we just experienced, are very strong. So we book it. We are no longer at their whim. Their whim being they ask us to visit them, basically. Where the heck am I? Oh, okay, I need to pay them. $10 I've lost to those jokers. Made it! You walk for the first time into this massive ruined hall. It's a humbling experience. You've only ever been inside a stone building a few times, and this one is enormous. The building is old beyond human memory. So ancient that it weighs down upon you, making you feel heavy and clumsy. It's a beautiful structure, all perfectly cut marble slabs, elegant arches, shining pillars, dignifying and powerful and huge. The floor is quite dusty, but as you watch, the dirt is fading away, as if invisible beings are sweeping the floor. Who knows, perhaps they are. This chamber is so large, and these environs so unfamiliar that looking up at the ceiling makes you feel dizzy. Yet to the north, it looks even larger. The contract. Go Agnar. Arrival, go contract, go Agnar. Catharina's land of the dead, beyond the gate. My goodness. The whole nation of Gauls is greatly devoted to ritual observances, and for that reason, those who are smitten with most grievous maladies, and those who are engaged in the perils of battle, either sacrifice human victims or vow to do so. Interesting. You enter the ruined central hall. The doors to the east and west, probably leading to the quarters or dining halls. There are doors to the east and west, probably leading to the quarters or dining halls. Your attention, though, is drawn to the north. Past the northern archway, you can see a massive meeting hall, dominated by an enormous marble table. That chamber is far larger than this one, and looks like it takes up the whole north wing. This hall seems like it's some sort of ceremonial structure, for meetings or rituals or some such. Everything is beautiful and designed to an enormous scale. It's as if it was only intended for great events. You don't have to wonder who could create such a marvelous place for their purposes. You can see them. There are several people waiting for you in the meeting hall. They seem to be impatient for you to enter. Sorry, I got held up. My throat. At last you come face to face with the creatures of your legends, the high, dangerous creatures of the shadows and mystery. You meet the envoys of the fairy folk. There are 3 fairies standing at the far end of a long marble table, watching you. Near them fly 4 small winged creatures, wood sprites, bearing bottles of fine wine and snacks. You've heard about fairies since childhood, but you never imagined they were this beautiful. Their leader is a warrior woman, over 6 feet tall and painfully slender. Her skin is pale, almost pure white, her hair blonde, her ears are pointy. She looks at you as you would expect. That is, she looks down on you, as if you were insects. Yet, when you enter, she motions for you to approach and join them. In their snack. Waving a vellum scroll she holds in her hand. At last you arrive. Welcome. We've been waiting for you. Approach. You hesitate, but the power of her gaze commands you. You stumble into the chamber under the watchful eye of her guards. Bump. It's a long pause. The fairy warriors seem to forget that you are here, distracted by one of her sprites. The giggling creature refills her glass goblet. The fairy sips the wine, thinks on it, then sends it back. Surely there's a better vintage somewhere in this ruin. Then she turns back to you. Okay. Fairy warrior says, I am Dolojan. Her voice is musical and mesmerizing. I am the envoy of the Seelie Court, and of the hidden powers of Shadowvale. From my people to yours, I welcome you. Now to business. Identify that you are the proper envoys, and not some unfortunate, now doomed wanderers. You show her the bronze token. Sprite flies up and takes it to her. She inspects it. Excellent. She pockets it. The forces of the city have come to a sorry state. We require the assistance of humans. We need you to procure certain artifacts for us. In return, we will provide you with a reward that resided, before today, only in your fondest dreams. She holds up the scroll. The scroll is a contract. It contains the deals of this scroll is a contract. It contains the details of our trade. It can only be read by your druids, and it will be for them to decide whether to aid us. You may now take it to them. She tosses the scroll to you. Catch. Hee-hee. And it's gone! With a blur of movement, the scroll disappears. You saw that one of the 4 sprites grabbed it and flew off. Dolagen cries, Stop it! The fairies cast a spell and launches a lance of fire at it. The sprite nimbly dodges the flames, laughs, and slips down into a crack in the ancient floor. The Ologian cries out in anger, "The contract! You fools, get it!" Then she realizes that it is gone. The Ologian rises up into a towering fury, cutting loose with her beautiful voice into a stream of foul cursing, the likes of which you have never heard. After 10 minutes of this, she restores her self-control. She mutters a few words to the sprites in a language you don't understand. They fly off to the south. She turns to you. "Well then, that was your contract. It is gone, somewhere below our feet. There are stairs down near here. Go down below, and either recover the scroll, or find proof that it is gone for good. When you are done, return here." She shakes her head. "If you can kill that sprite, feel free to do so. I have no idea why it betrayed us so. But if you can't deliver the contract, all may be lost. Go below, and good luck to you." "Okay, I'll do that. You just hang out here." And now we can go through these doors. And there are a lot of them. Look at this stuff. She's pretty close to her carry weight. She isn't, though. Looks like guest quarters. This is probably where the potentates and the like stayed before meeting or discussing or worshipping or whatever. It's quite chilly and forbidding. You doubt anyone would want to stay for long. And you notice it's not just chilly, it's cold. Very cold. There's frost on the floor. It's unnatural. You start to get nervous. Ghosts! Yay, another level. Unpleasant. Let's get strength and dexterity to 4 and intelligence. Or not intelligence, endurance to 3. And then we'll work on weaponry skills. Callahan here is going to be melee only, basically. What to do with you? Someone should have luck. Skeletons.